Guys, so this is my theory video on what these images could mean and what they're doing. If you guys didn't know, we did get new ruin images from Dawko thanks to Scott and Steelwall. Because if you guys didn't know, Scott is involved with Security Breach because Scott worked with Steelwall to make Security Breach and he's still working with them. So yeah, anyways, Scott ended up emailing Dawko, including Steelwall, giving him these images, and he showed us these images. Anyways, so yeah, okay, so it looks like looks like we're in the lobby of the building that we saw in Security Breach, and at the beginning of the trailer, you still see the whole. Unfortunately, there is no release date. But I think that we could be trying to find a way out. I think that this is gonna be either the beginning of the game. I don't know how Ruin would begin. Like, I can see Ruin beginning our with our main antagonist Cassie just climbing through there. But maybe it's not gonna begin like that. Like, I could see Ruin beginning with with us in Cassidy's house, seeing her parents and all that. That would be cool. So yeah. This right here, as you guys can see, there's an endoskeleton, and if you bright this image up, you can see another endoskeleton right there. Anyways, these endoskeletons gonna look the same, but it looks like this is a new location because I do not remember seeing this in Security Breach at all. So this is a new location, I think, or is this the theater? Oh, let me know in the comments. Is this a new location or is this the theater? Because this is definitely not the daycare. So, oh wait, yeah, wait, never mind. I think this is the daycare. Is it? Yeah, I think this is the daycare. Never mind. So since this is the daycare, this could be when we see the eclipse, aka sun and moon mixed together. So it looks like when we encounter this place, we're gonna have to stare at the endos to make sure they don't jump scare us and somehow get through there. And look, you still got one of those things that we saw in the trailer, so maybe we're gonna have to like stick our thing into there in order to get this gate to open. And maybe when we do, that'll play the cutscene when we see the eclipse waving to us. But we're definitely going to revisit the daycare. And this scene right here is obviously in Monty's Gator God, but look at this place. This place looks like the FNAF universe, but if there was a nuke went off. Anyways, so yeah, obviously we're in Monty's Gator Golf. I don't know what we could be really doing in Monty's Gator Golf. As you guys can see, we're just exploring it. So yeah, I think there's gonna be something we need to find in Monty's Gator Golf, and that's why we're here. Or maybe just because our main antagonist, Cassie, never seen it before, and she's just revisiting it. Anyways, so yeah, this place right here, this is the kitchen. So yeah, I think we're gonna need to find a way to get over there because there's probably gonna be like quest like in Security Breach. There's probably gonna be like, oh, you need to go get this or you need to do that. And there's probably gonna be puzzles like that, and we're probably gonna have to get over there. And whatever we have to do, we're gonna have to try to find a way to get over there, and that's probably gonna take a while if it's your first time playing the game. And, well, now we got this spot. I think this spot is also in the lobby because, well, you can see those doors right there. So this is definitely in the lobby still. And I think that's the same staff bot that was there with you in the lobby. So, I can, I think we're gonna have to visit this place also. I think that I think if you go near the staff bots, they could possibly come back to life and chase you. How scary would that be? Like if you like went by the staff bots, they came back, they like rebooted back on and started chasing you. Because in Security Breach, every time you went near a staff bot, it would send off an alarm alerting one of the animatronics. So imagine like if you go near it, it turns back on and starts chasing you or does the alarm thing. That would be kind of annoying. And then you see Chica. So yeah, Chica is obviously deactivated here. It looks like she's tied up here. To be honest, it looks like she's tied up here because you can see that like you can see something around her chest. So it looks like we tied her up here. It doesn't really look like she has any legs. What happened to Chica's legs? Okay, so we definitely did something to Chica to make her have no legs, and we look like we tied her there. So whatever we did to Chica here, like it looks like we chopped off her legs how we did with Monty. And well, now she's just sitting there tied up. So if we destroy Chica for good, then well, yeah, maybe that machine took off her legs that we saw in the trailer, who knows. And then you get this one. So yeah, you can see Monty here climbing out of this thing. So here's my theory. I think that when we're in Monty's Gator Golf, we're gonna have to avoid Monty. Like if he sees us, like he's gonna like chase after us. Because if you guys play Security Breach, you would know that once you destroyed Monty and Security Breach, he crawls super fast. So he's probably gonna crawl even faster, and we're probably gonna have to avoid him, make sure he doesn't see us and all that. Do I think that Monty will have new voice lines? I mean, if the animatronics even talk in this DLC, which well, Chica is definitely not gonna talk because well, in Security Breach she literally loses her voice box, so she's definitely not gonna end up talking. I think Monty is gonna have new voice lines. I think Freddy might have new voice lines, but we don't have anybody. Anyways, yeah, I think we're gonna have to avoid Monty. And I think this right here is gonna be a cutscene with Monty crawling out. And well, this right here is the last picture we got. So yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, we did not see this in Security Breach. This is a whole new area. Like this is a whole new location. Like this was not in Security Breach at all. So does that mean we're going deeper into the Pizzaplex question mark? Did Fazbear Entertainment try to restore everything after the fire and all that? Or are we just going even deeper into the Pizzaplex? Because if we're going deeper, then that's interesting. Because to be honest, I thought that Ruin was just gonna be us playing as Cassidy, coming back to these locations that we already seen in Security Breach, but they're gonna be all broken down. But if we're going deeper and we see new locations, I'm okay with that. So yeah, just because it's kind of disappointing that we didn't get a full release date before the end of the month. But hey, at least we got something. Like Scott and Steelwall could have easily left us with nothing. Like Scott and Steelwall could have not emailed Dawko. They could have just left it alone and not show us anything. So be grateful that we're even getting these screenshots. But I think that we're gonna ride on this. Maybe Monty's gonna end up chasing after us. I don't know. I think that there's gonna be multiple endings. To be honest, like I think there's gonna be multiple endings, like Security Breach. And I'm also gonna tell you. And this is how long I want. I want Ruin to be an hour or two long, maybe 3 hours. Because I really hope Ruin's not short, super short. Because if you guys played the Cuphead DLC, you would know that the Cuphead DLC was super short, in my opinion. So I really hope that Ruin is not super short like the Cuphead DLC. I at least want Ruin to be like an hour or two long. Like, I want it to be an hour or two long. I don't want it to be like a couple minutes long because that would be lame. I want it to be like an hour or two long at least. If it ends up being 3 or 4 hours long, then well, that's insane. If it ends up being 3 hours long, I'm okay with that. If it ends up being an hour long, I'm okay with that. If it ends up being 2 hours long, I'm okay with that. If it's super short, then that's kind of disappointing, especially if you get to like the game. Do I think that Ruin will be a good FNAF game? Yes. I will, because even though Security Breach wasn't really that good, in my opinion, and everybody else's opinion, I still think Ruin is gonna be good, because if you guys didn't know, Steel Wall are the ones who made Help Wanted 1, and that game was really good, so I really hope that Ruin is more longer and that it's good. I'm probably gonna end up live streaming me playing it. I'm either gonna live stream myself playing it, or I'm just gonna start recording and make a video out of it and then upload it on YouTube. So yeah, what do you guys want me to do? Do you guys want me to live stream it, or do you guys want me to just record myself and make a video of it and then upload it on YouTube? Anyway, so yeah, does this get you guys even more hyped for Ruin? Are you guys hyped for Ruin? Me personally, like, every time there's something new for FNAF, I always get hyped for it because I'm a big FNAF fan, and to be honest, like, every time I see something new for FNAF that's coming out, either this year or next year or whenever, I always get hyped for it. So yes, I am hyped for Ruin. Like, I don't care if the game is really bad and all that, I'm still gonna play it, and well, to be honest, it doesn't really matter if the game's bad because you already know that a lot of people are gonna be making YouTube videos on it. A lot of people are gonna be playing it, and still it's gonna make money. Do I think that this is gonna be the last FNAF game? No, because we got Help Wanted 2 coming out. Do I think that Help Wanted 2 could be the last FNAF game? I don't know. It depends of how Ruin and Help Wanted 2 ends. If, like, Ruin ends on, like, okay, this is the end of FNAF until Help Wanted 2 comes out, then that's the last game, then I would kind of be sad if FNAF ended. Because I'm one of the people who was, like, playing FNAF back in the old days, like, 8 years ago. Oh, actually 9 years ago at this point. Well, I remember playing FNAF 1, like, 2 days after it came out. 2 or 3 days, maybe 4, after FNAF 1 came out. So I'm one of those people who was waiting for the movie and all that. So, and if FNAF were to end now, I would kind of be sad if it were to end. So, I really hope that Steel Wall and Scott has some more plans for more FNAF games in the future after Ruin and after Help Wanted 2. I mean, after Help Wanted 2, after, like, in a couple of years, after Help Wanted 2, they could make, like, after a couple of years, like, imagine, like, 2 years later, after Ruin and Help Wanted 2 comes out, we get, like, Security Breach 2 or something like that. Like, it would be cool if we got a second game for Security Breach, but this DLC is basically a second game for Security Breach. But if they were to do a second Security Breach game, what could they do for that? I don't really know. They could do a Help Wanted free after a couple of years after Help Wanted 2 comes out. Because, like, we might have to, if they decide to do a Help Wanted free, then we might have to wait another 4 years for them to announce it. Or maybe 5 or 6. So yeah, which one am I most excited for? I'm most excited for the FNAF movie, to be honest, because I'm happy that we're getting two new FNAF games this year after 2 years. Because the last FNAF game, aka Security Breach, came out 2 years ago. So I'm happy that we're getting another FNAF game. Actually, 2 of them in the same year. But I am more happier to see that the FNAF movie is finally going to be happening this year. And I swear, if the FNAF movie gets delayed, I'm going to lose it. Anyway, so yeah, that's one video.